Hello, welcome back. It's been a hot minute since I've been even in front of a camera. Life is life, and either I wasn't energetic enough or I've been working in the garden when it hasn't been. I'm going to get right into this and say this is an update from my rolling project pan roulette. I do not know which update this is. There's been so many. If you aren't familiar with this project, I've been doing this since I think the end of January, and it's just been a rolling project. So as I use things up or use them to what I want them to be used to, I will not force myself to use a product I don't like. This isn't the point of this project. If you don't like it, you should move on, because I've got so many products that there's no sense working on something I don't like when there's other products I can be using that I do like. And I will say that this has become like my new obsession, doing project pans. I'm doing this one. I've also got a different one that I just uploaded the video for. Late, of course, because I can't upload on time. What would be the sense of that? In this project, I like to keep 15 items at all times, and I do not have an end date for this project. So I'm going to get into this. As I told you, this is my rolling project pan roulette, which means I've drawn items and it's based on a category, whatever it is. I have used up, I will show you my list. This is the first page I had. There is only one product on this page that I have not hit goal on or used up. And that is my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. And I said I probably wouldn't be using this much in the summer, but I apparently lied, because this is where it was when it started to get warm. This is where it was when it started to get used again. And right now I can tell I am right here. So I've been making very good progress on this, and I think it's come to the fact that my skin doesn't seem to be as oily, and I am really liking this product. So I have been mixing it in. I am working on other foundations, one of them in my year-long, and that is why I haven't used it as much, but I have been mixing it in because I've been preferring a little bit lighter coverage. Except when filming, apparently. So this is still in my project. Next, I had the oldest affordable product, and it was an Avon lip gloss. This has been in here for quite a while, but it is gone. And I had said that it looked discolored in my last one, but apparently it was because it was further down and it was just product that was covering the side that was making it look two-toned. So this marking wasn't correct, obviously, and I have taken the stopper out. I cannot get any more out of this. I have tried, And even what I was getting was kind of glooping, not the same consistency as what I prefer for a lip gloss. So this is gone. I don't know that I'd repurchase it because I have like a candy bowl full of lip glosses that I have to go through. So there's one off my list as I highlight it. Oops. That one. That one. The next item in here is a favorite affordable powder. I thought for sure I'd be further along than this. So this is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This is my favorite powder. I have a backup of it. I'd said that in my last update before this one that I had hoped to have hit pan on the side. I did not hit pan on the side, but I have expanded this quite a bit. I don't know if you can see. And this is getting a very thin, but I have been trying to work my brush over more into this area because this is almost flush at the top here. But still using it, still loving it. It's my favorite powder. And once it gets down far enough, I will repress this because I can't get the sidewall. I've been trying. I can't get it, not with the brush I use. The only way I can get it is if I'm using my little sponge here or powder poof, but I don't use the powder poof that often to actually get in there and do it. I usually use a big fluffy brush when I'm using this. So this is still in the project. Next item was affordable, blush affordable, and I have the Essence Baby Doll Essence Satin Touch blush in Baby Doll. My goal is to hit pan on this. I don't see it happening anytime soon because I am working on another blush in another project that has time constraints, whereas this one does not. But I have worn down the design a bit more on the side. It's not that I don't like this blush, it's that it's not really the priority at this moment. So that is still in here. Next item is a Tarte product. Tarte is my favorite brand, and it's kind of shoved into the basket funny. I chose the Rainforest of the Sea and to hit pan on one of the eyeshadows, and I chose Cove, and that is this one right here. And again, I will state that it does look like there's like a good gouge going in it, but it's like, I don't know, it's like a little cave or something that was in there, and that is what is going on with that. But I have been using it, it's just that I have not made all of that difference in it. So it is still in the project. Next thing was something neutral, and I chose L'Oreal lipstick and JLo's Nude, or Jennifer's Nude, and it's JLo, of course. I have been using this, but I have to say it doesn't show. It doesn't show that I've been using it, because this is where my last update was, and it's still there. But I think I've put more of a slant on it. So it's odd for me not to show actual progress on something like this, because I do reapply several times a day. Mind you, I do have lipsticks in my other projects, plus my makeup basket that I have as well. The next item I have is a Smashbox primer, or product, and I chose a primer, and it was just a deluxe size, just about half the size of the full size of it. This came in BoxyCharm, and I had said I don't know if I will actually take this and cut it open to get it because it was like a huge air bubble. I did take it and cut it open, and it is gone. I cannot scrape any more out of it. And what is along the sides, there is just a little bit along the sides. It's kind of thick and goopy, I imagine, because I cut this open and air has gotten in here. So this product is out. I do like it. Would I repurchase it? Probably not, because, you know, I have other primers, and I happen to prefer the blemish control primer from Smashbox as opposed to that one. Next, this is super exciting. The next item was something I've hit pan on, and I chose my CoverGirl palette. I said this is the first thing I ever hit pan on, and this is what got me started on project panning, because it was such a high to actually see pan, and when I had hit it, I went, oh my gosh, is that pan? So, this is the CoverGirl True Naked Roses palette, and I said I wanted to use up this. I cannot get that last little bit out. It wrecks my brush if I try. It's like right there, and it's not worth repressing that. So, and I do have this shade in the Jewels palette. But it is gone. It is gone. I also expanded the pan on here and expanded the pan on this one. This is a Well Love palette, and I would definitely repurchase this palette once I've used a few more of the shades up. Obviously, the darker shades you use less of, so you don't see as much, but there is a dip in this one as well. So that is out. Next item was a concealer high-end. I can't tell you how much is in here. I know that when I take it out, put on my face, it's still there. I can't like scrape along the sides or anything. I don't know how much is in here. I do use it every day, but when I pull it out, it's just at the tip. But I can't see how much is actually in here. So I'm just going to keep using it until I can't use it no more. By the way, this is the NARS Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. And I do like this, but I wish I could see where it is because I have no idea. And it is the only concealer I have been using. The only concealer I've been using. Next item I have is a foundation high-end, and my goal was just to use half of this up. I've barely used it. This is my Art Deco High Volume Lifting Foundation. This is expensive. I started here. I still want to get to here. And I've only used it a couple times, but as I said, there's other projects going on. And one of them has a kind of time-sensitive one in it. So, next item was something hyped on YouTube. And I picked the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And it's barely changed. I think I flattened it a bit here. But bronzers are so hard to work through, so if this isn't in my project for the next year, I'll be actually shocked and I'll wonder what happened. If it's not, it's because I've dropped it and it's broken. Is pretty much my thoughts on that. Next item I had was a Maybelline product, and I picked the FX Master, Fix Plus, Face Studio, Face Spray. I have no way of knowing how much is in here. I believe it's about 3/4 full. I have been using it, but this I don't find I go through as fast as some of my others. Next item is Oldest Lip Liner, and I chose the Mary Kay lip liner in Soft Blush. My goal is to finish it. I have it here. It still has some in it, and I just dropped the lid to the sharpener. That's useless. Okay, so I am not going to roll this up because it is a pain, plus it is kind of broken at the end. So this is actually where I am at on this. So I have used quite a bit of it up, as you can see, but it is really, really dry. Like, I've noticed it's really dry compared to how it used to be. So I'm hoping it doesn't just start to crumble off, because I'd like to get it used up, because they're not exactly cheap lip liners. So the second to last item is newest high-end product, and I chose my Buxom palette in White Russian. Oh, White Russian on the rocks. Sorry. And I chose to use just a hip pan on White Russian with a twist, which is this one. I have not really been using this, not because I've forgotten, it's just that because of my CoverGirl palette, I think this would make a great transition shade, and I was using that as a transition shade. So I have not really used this, and I will start using it now that that one's out. Lord forbid I have to put another eyeshadow in here, because that'll probably mess me up. The last item was a product you love, and I chose a deluxe size, and I know that's kind of a cheap, but not really, because this lasts quite a while. I can keep it for 3 months and it's still going, and that's my Lancome Sil Booster. I love this, and I will show you there is still product on there, but I can see the bottom of the tube, but it's still in there. I'm still getting product. I'm not getting it out of my collection right now, so that is still in there. So I only have 3 products to choose for this one, which is kind of a small amount in comparison to others I've done. I have my list of products here. So let's go ahead and choose 3 random numbers. I'm going to choose them all at once, so I'm not like just reaching in here. Okay, I'm putting this back on. So the first number I chose was number 43. And that was a fragrance sample. Aha, I do have that. Number 82. A product by Bare Minerals, It Cosmetics, or Stila. The last number is number 100. Something Bold. Oh my god, not this time of year. Okay, so I will choose my products, and I will be right back. Okay, so for my fragrance sample, I chose Clean Ultimate It's just a little tiny sampler, which I think I can get through this. I haven't even smelled this, so I hope it doesn't bother me too much, but I will finish that up, of course. For my Something by Bare Minerals, It Cosmetics, or Stila, I chose a Stila product, and I chose it out of my Starlight Star Bright highlighter palette. And as you can see, these are pretty much brand new, but I'm not going to try and hit pan. I'm not going to try and use it up. I'm just going to try and flatten this one right here, which is Transcendence. And that, I think, is going to be a task in itself, because these are, a little goes a long way. And I have a different highlighter in another project. So just to flatten it out so it's not domed anymore is my goal on that. And then my last item is something bold. I chose a lip gloss, and this is ColourPop's Furry. I've worn it once, and it's definitely bold. So my goal for this is just to use half of it up. I know I'm not going to wear that enough to finish it up in like a few months. It's just no way, especially when everything else I have is neutral, it seems. So just to use that halfway and I will be happy. So that's everything for my Project Pan Rolling Roulette. I hope you've enjoyed this little update. Big update. And I hope to see you in my next video. Much love, and bye for now.